Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be telling you about the calculation view properties in SAP HANA. There are multiple features and options available in calculation view. Those I will be explaining in this tutorial one by one. And here on the screen, you can see that it is a simple projection calculation view, though I will be explaining you all about the other nodes as well. So the first features in this calculation view properties is that you can switch to aggregation node or projection node, and it is applicable to aggregation and projection node, meaning that when you right click on a projection node, suppose this is my projection 1, and suppose you want to replace to aggregate column, or suppose you have this projection node up here and you want to transfer to a cube calculation view. So how can you do that? So you no need to create a new calculation view here. You just simply right click on it and you will find an option to switch to aggregation. So then your projection node will be changed to aggregate column. Similar to that, if you have some aggregation node, and you can right click and you can change to projection node. That's very important feature. The feature number 2 is that switch to start join and vice versa to aggregation, meaning that and it is only applicable to aggregation node. You have a aggregation node, suppose you have a aggregation node here up here, and you want to make as now start join calculation view. You want to change the modeling. Simply you right click on it and you can switch to start join. Or if you have any start join node, then you can easily switch to aggregation node. The second is the maintain comment. It is very vital feature and it is available in all the nodes available in calculation view, whether it's a projection, union, join, aggregation, or start join, or even semantics. You can always maintain a comment. Suppose it is very important for review the code or even for maintenance. Suppose you are writing a code right here in this projection, and if you maintain some comment like what filtering has been done, what restriction has been done, what input parameter has been applied. So if you maintain some kind of comment so that it can be reviewed or it can be maintained very easily at later part. And next is replace with data source and replace with node. And this is also very vital feature. Suppose you have a table called sales, and suppose that this table is not valid, then you want to replace with some other table or data source. Then you can simply right click on this sales table, and you can find or you can add a new table. And the important feature why this option of replace, because you have an option to delete this complete projection and you can add a new table. But the problem is when you delete a complete node, then all the upper linking targets will be deleted and there will be no links. But if you do the replace, then the good part is that if it has the same table name, same column name, then you no need to make it manual adjustment up to the semantics. It will be automatically created. And even if the some of the fields are not matching with your new data source, so you need to have minimum efforts in order to correct this view. So it is always recommended to replace with new data source if you have any this kind of requirement. Otherwise, if you delete and create a new one, then you have to work a lot on this. And similar to that, we have the replace with node. Suppose in this calculation view, I have different nodes like projection 1, 2, union 1. And suppose you have a very big calculation view and you want to replace some node. Suppose you want to replace this projection with this projection 2. So simply you can right click here and you can find in the drop down that projection 2, so that you can replace this projection with projection 2. So that's also you have a features that export diagram. You can always right click on a node and you can find an option to export diagram, meaning that you want to export to a JPG file or any other format so that you can download the format in your local system. Then the copy, and again, suppose you have a node right here, employee table, and you want to copy this node and you want to paste it into this space, then you can easily copy and paste for further and quick and easy development. Otherwise you have to add it, the same projection you have to do it again. So that's a good feature. Second is the auto layout. Suppose when you are doing the development, and in that case all the nodes can be disordered, maybe projection can be here and there. So this auto layout means that it will make your calculation view look standard. It is just like pretty printer in SAP ABAP where all the codes will be aligned. Similar to that, here also using this option auto layout, your all the blocks, all the nodes will be aligned to have a standard look. And the last one is the data preview. It is a common features available each and every node right here. And if you want to see the data, suppose you have built some join or you have done some projection and you want to see the data, what data has been pulled up in that particular node. So you can simply right click on this any node and you can see the data what it is. So that's all the basic and very important features that I have highlighted here. And if you have liked the tutorial, please like it and also comment below if you have any questions or you want to know more about calculation view. And please also look into the other tutorials. I have given the links in the video description which you can give you more information on SAP other modules. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.